always leave her wanting more. Okay? Whenever you approach a girl, whenever you meet a girl, whenever you first start dating a girl, always leave her wanting more. Stop being so transparent. Okay? Stop trying to tell her your life story in the first 5 minutes of meeting her. Okay? Stop being so predictable. Stop being so needy, so clingy. Okay? So obsessed with her. Just stop. Okay? You're not helping yourself by doing this. And this is a very, very common mistake that most guys make when they first meet a chick. And it's usually a chick that they actually like. Okay, because those are the girls that you tend to screw up with. You don't screw up with the girls that you just kind of like, that you're like, I'm not sure about her. I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, I had, it's like you already had sex with her and it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not talking about those girls. I'm talking about the girls that you meet where you're like, oh my God, there's something about this chick. Oh my God. I'm feeling this chick, man. I actually like this girl. How many times have you said that to one of your boys? Hey, man, I actually like this girl. How does that end? How does that usually end when you talk about a girl like that? I actually like this girl. It doesn't end well, right? Once you start talking about a girl like that. This is why I say this only happens with girls that you just have kind of that special attraction for. They are usually these girls that are just a little bit above what you're used to getting. Okay? They're just a little bit higher on the social scale than what you are used to dating. Okay? These are the girls where you tend to screw up. You lose your sense of abundance. You start sinking into scarcity because you're afraid of losing her. Okay, you start mate guarding and shit, right? She might tell you about some guy at her work who it's kind of nice looking. What do you mean? Oh, why don't you just go out with him then? Why are you talking to me? Right? You turn into a little girl, don't you? And then she's like, oh man, this guy's kind of a little bitch. I've got this guy wrapped around my finger. Right? And all of a sudden, you just hand over your power to her. Like, here you go, girl. Here's my power. All right? Kick me in the balls all you want. That's what happens, right? This is why you must always leave the girl wanting more. And in order to leave the girl wanting more, you have to be in what we call abundance. Okay? You have to be in abundance and you have to stay in abundance. The only girls that can make you feel this way about them and make you really constantly think about them and just get emotional over, these are usually the girls, like I said, that are just a little bit out of your league. They're just a little bit more high caliber and hotter and younger and thinner and more attractive than what you are used to getting normally. You're kind of paranoid. You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. One thing I teach my students personally is whenever they meet a girl that they really like and they start talking like that, like, you know what, Em? I actually like this girl. I actually like this girl. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what we got to do right now? Call her? No. We got to go out. We got to pick up other girls. I'm not trying to encourage people go have sex with other women to reestablish your abundance. No, it's just you have to keep going out. We had a rule in the pickup community. It's like, once you meet a girl who you really, really like, immediately what we teach students to do is immediately go out and get other. Okay? We teach students to go out and get other. And again, this is not to become a player or have sex with other women or anything like that. It's just to allow you to put things in perspective and reestablish your sense of abundance. Okay, it's to put things in perspective. Okay, I talked about a few years ago when I met the Google girl. She was like a really high value chick. I really liked this girl too. We had like a really cool connection. She was in her later 20s, like 28 at the time I met her. But she She had already just like gotten her doctorate degree. She got this job at Google. She was a structural engineer. I really enjoyed spending time with her, and we just really gelled really well. So immediately, like, she was one of these high caliber chicks to me. I remember after meeting her, I was just kind of like feeling that special emotional sense about her, where I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of like this girl. And I kind of like this girl. So instead of, blowing up her phone, blowing up her social media, leaving her dozens and dozens of voicemail messages and trying to get her out with me every single minute of the day and night and trying to sleep over her place every night, instead, you know what I did? I backed off and I went out and I gamed pretty hard. Okay? I went out gaming pretty hard. And I wasn't going out gaming for the purpose of like finding another girl to replace her with, or having sex with other women or anything like that, which I could have easily done. I didn't do that. I just wanted to go out and interact with people, interact with humanity, do cold approaches on other women. I wasn't trying to like cheat on her or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure that I reestablished my abundance very quickly. To remind yourself who you are so you don't forget, right? So immediately after I met her, instead of spending all my time chasing her, I went and did my own thing, and I just went out gaming, right? I went out and pimped it, and it works, right? It works. It keeps you from falling into that scarcity-based mindset. Of course, you're going to get, like, guys who don't do pickup or game, or, like, incels going, oh, it's beta, you need that girl, you beta. And it's like, no, dude, it's because you're not in these situations. You don't understand. Right? It's like when you meet somebody and you have a connection with them, it's like you want to see that person, you want to hang out. It's like meeting a cool guy friend. It's like, shit, I want to hang out with this dude. He's cool. When it's with a girl, it's different. You have to make sure that, you hold your frame first of all, and you stay in abundance at all times, right? You got to stay in abundance. And that's how you keep a girl like that. Statistically, from what I've seen coaching guys who have not had pickup or game training, almost unanimously across the board, almost 100% of the time, I hate to say it, you end up losing the girl. You end up blowing it. You just do something very low value. It could be something really subtle, as just, something you said in your text message, something that you said in your voicemail or your email, or some comment you left on our social media that just communicates just a little hint of neediness. And that's, many times, that's enough for the girl to start turning on you and be like, this guy's he's kind of a wuss, right? He's kind of simping here. So this is why I teach you guys what I teach you, right? Because it works. And this was an old school pickup community tactic that we used to teach students when they would meet that badass girl, right? You would just, it's just the type of girl that you don't come across every day. And you're like, oh my gosh, I mean, I go out 4 to 5 times per week, and I don't come across these girls every day. But when I do, I'm like, shit, this girl's special. There's something between me and this chick. So, you know what I need to do? I need to go out and pimp it. Let me stay in abundance here. Let me continue to remind myself who I am, what I'm capable of, and that she's the one who's winning by being with me, okay? Yeah, she's a pretty girl, and yeah, we have a connection, but you know what? I've got the value. She's the one who's winning by being with me. Not to get too far off topic, but you always want to leave the girl wanting more, wanting to know more about you, wanting to discover more about you, who you are. I mean, there are girls that have been dating now for like at least a couple of years that still don't really know the full story yet. They still don't know the full, like, my background or my upbringing or, hardships I went through. I mean, they know a lot, but they don't know everything. The more they get to know me, the more the story unravels. And they're like, oh, I'm starting to understand who you are. Or at least they think they do. And then all of a sudden they start to peel back some more layers. And it's like, wait, I was wrong. And there's just this constant discovery. Okay, there's a constant discovery. It's very much like a movie. And I've made this analogy in the past that when it comes to women, they want to see the entire movie, right? If you notice, like if you ever tried to take a date or your girl maybe to a movie and you're like, oh shoot, we're 15 minutes in. Don't worry, let's just go anyway. She's like, no, I want to see the whole movie. And you're like, it's only 15 minutes. It's probably just the credits, the opening credits. She's like, no, I want to see the whole movie, right? A lot of the girls will be like, I want to see the whole thing. I don't want to jump in there, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in. Whereas for guys, we don't care. We just want to see the ending, right? We don't even need to see the movie. Just show us the ending. We're happy. Oh, this is how it ends. Cool. On to the next movie. Right? That's how our minds work as men. We just want to get to the end of the movie, where the girl wants to watch the entire movie play out. She wants to see the plot play out. And the more plot twists there are, the more mystery there is, the more intrigued she is. Okay? Same thing when it comes to you. The more plot twists there are in your relationship, the more mystery there is, the more discovery there is, the more she'll want to know more about you. The more she will begin to invest in you. The more you will occupy her thoughts. The more you occupy her thoughts, the more attracted she becomes to you. The less you occupy her thoughts, the less attracted she is to you, right? Think about all the girls that you liked who stuck you in the friend zone. Right? Were you occupying her thoughts? No. Right? You were just kind of like a blimp, like a small little blimp somewhere in her mind. Like, oh, there goes Chuck. Oh, yeah, Chuck texted me. I'll just call him back whenever I have time. Busy. Right? You're just kind of like a little blimp. But when Alpha Chad called, oh my God, it's Chad. Chad's calling me. Oh my God, girl, it's Chad. It's Chad. All of a sudden, she's like all excited. Why? Because Chad's occupying her thoughts. But the point of this is you always want to leave the girl wanting to know more. When you take these girls out, or even when you just first meet them, don't make that rookie mistake of trying to tell her your life story, trying to tell her, her all about your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations all in one shot. Right? Save it. Let the movie play out. Just let things happen naturally. Because again, you only do this with girls that you feel are like just a little bit above you. Just a little bit above you, above what you're used to getting. You don't act this way with girls that are beneath you, right? These girls that you know already like you, just because you know you're better than them. You know you could get better than them, and they know that too. So you don't do this with them, do you? You don't sit there and brag about everything. You know why? Because you don't care. You don't care. You're like, yeah, take it or leave it, girl. And you have to have that same attitude with girls that are above what you're used to getting. Right? You have to be able to transfer that over. And in order to transfer that over, you have to be in abundance. Okay? Because when we're talking about girls who are beneath your level of standards where you don't care, the reason why you don't care is because you are in abundance when you're talking to them. You feel like, I could get better than you. Right? I could get a dozen of you. I don't really care if you stay or go. Whereas once you start getting to like higher tier type girls, you lose that abundance. And I'm telling you, you can't. Right? I'm kind of trying to retrain your brain into staying in abundance versus scarcity. Okay, so hopefully this all makes sense. At the end of the day, you always want to leave the girl wanting more. You always want to have something for her to discover, to find out about, something new she might not have known about you, right? Don't tell her everything, the first week of knowing her or the first month of knowing her. Let her discover this stuff. Just be a little mysterious, okay? Just be a little mysterious. Again, no different than a movie, right? Imagine watching a movie and then in the first 10 minutes, they basically tell you everything you need to know. I mean, that's no fun. Right? It's no fun. Instead, you want the movie to play out, right? Just like what these chicks want to see. So until next time, this is Matt Cross from The 33 Secrets. Go ahead and smash that like button below. Do it now. Also, hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for all you guys who want to support my work and all of this incredible, amazing red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, baby. The hottest women on the planet. Okay, I teach you how to do that in 7 months of mastery. And you know what? I have tons, thousands upon thousands of successful students now all around the world. Okay, a lot of these guys often drop comments in my comment section talking about how they're in my program, they've met their dream girl, they've met their future wife. I've had a number of students who've been through my 7 months of mastery program already met their wife thanks to my teachings, right? They met a high value, high caliber, hot wife, right? Way above what they were able to get previously before they jumped into my program, 7 months of mastery. They were able to get a girl who was much, much more attractive, much hotter, and much higher value thanks to my teachings. And you know what? I want you to become one of them. Even if you don't plan on getting married, find yourself a cool chick, a high value chick, not one of these like low value, like DG single moms, or women who are passive prime or damaged goods or anything like that. I want to teach you how to go out there and get high value women, just like my students are all around the world. You can become one of us, and all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, and it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of high value coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it, and it's the best way to support my work, guys. And thank you very much if you do. I appreciate it. Thanks in advance, and let's crack on out of here.